Okay, so this is King Louie. He is an inflatable robot designed by Pneumatics. And so we've designed all of the code and controllers that we upload to him to make him move how we want him to move.
Our soft robot research is about making robots that are safe around people or anything else that you're worried about breaking. So traditional robots are pretty dangerous. There's lots of places where we think that soft robots have nice applications. When people see King Louie, they definitely think the movie Big Hero 6. The hardware definitely is part of the inspiration for Big Hero 6, and we started our work well before the movie came out.
Awesome.
The soft robots that we work with are fabric, and on the inside it's kind of like a bike tire. We have an inner tube in there. There's different air chambers. You have some that make the structure of the robot, and others are what make it move around.
You can think of just like blowing up a balloon. You'd inflate this chamber on the bottom and it makes his arm move up. And to make it move down, you inflate this chamber here, which moves it back down.
This research with King Louie is funded in large part by NASA. One of the reasons that we have King Louie to be completely inflatable is because that means we can collapse him down into really small spaces. So for NASA, that's interesting because if it's small and if it's lightweight, it's cheaper and easier to send it up into space. Most traditional rigid robots can't take impact. So if you're thinking of hammering or trying to assemble things together, a lot of times that's dangerous. They're going to break their gears, they're going to hurt themselves. We don't worry about that with a robot that's full of air.
If you look at typical robots in an industrial setting, they're usually behind cages because when people get around robots, they get injured a lot of times.
How do you know that I was calling people floppy?
That's one of the main ideas here is that because he's completely inflatable, he won't hurt you.
Obviously, King Louie's a research robot, but we like to use him to increase interest in the STEM fields. And so we'll take him to elementary schools, and the first thing kids want to do is hug him or punch him. That's pretty much okay because he's full of air. There's not too much they can do to hurt him, and there's not too much he can do to hurt them, which is a big change. So our goal really is to have soft robots that can interact and work in people's lives. We're interested in soft robots that can actually help those with motor impairments, that can work in your house because they'd be safe to be around your children or older adults. King Louie and just more generally soft robots will revolutionize the way that people interact with robots. King Louie really is inherently safer. And so that's going to mean that we can take robots out of factories and bring them closer to people and people's lives, interacting with people and helping them in their daily life. And that's pretty exciting.